What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Revit tools video. In this video we're looking at specifically the join roof tool. We're going to join some roofs, woofs, whatever you want to call them. Roof, doesn't matter. We're going to join them up. This is another pretty simple roof, and just like most other videos I have, I've got just a bunch of random things going on. It looks like a bunch of chaos, but in reality it is. I set it up this way on purpose. We are trying to see what the roof join tool does. It's very simple, so let's jump right into that. So I've got a bunch of roofs. I made all these roofs at level 2. It doesn't matter what level they are for this demonstration. They're all there. I've got one big main roof, and for this main roof we're going to try and join all of these small little roofs together with this roof joins tool and see what happens. So the first thing I'll do is I'll click on it, and if you look down here at the bottom left, it says select an edge at the end of the roof that you wish to join or unjoin. So basically, I'm going to first select an edge of a roof. You can see as I highlight over these edges of the roofs that they actually become highlighted, and I can interact with them. I get a tooltip. I can see what kind of roof they are, but it's all about what's available to me right now, and that's just roofs. So I'm going to select the edge of this roof, and from there, on the bottom left, you'll see it says select the face on another roof or a wall to which you want the first roof to be joined. So basically, I've first chosen the roof that I want to join to another roof. So now I want to join the roof I first selected to another roof. And in this case, I'm going to select this face of this large roof, and we'll see the result right there. Look at that. It works just like we want it to. The roof is pulled and joined perfectly to this larger roof. It's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot else to it, but let's look at these other examples. Again, I'll use the same tool. I'll first select this edge of that roof. I'll select the face of that roof, and you can see you get a clean join. So over here I have a couple of weird different instances. So with this roof, not every piece of the roof will actually join. So we're going to see how this roof works out and if it does join, and if so, how it does. Let's go back to the tool again. I'll select the edge of this roof. I'll select the face of that roof. You can see it works, but it looks kind of funky. But what did it actually do? If we zoom in here and we select it, we can see that the portion that was in line with the roof actually joined is basically saying it's in this same plane, and so it was able to join to that roof face. Pretty simple. It makes sense. Moving forward, it's good to know what it does when it comes to doing that. And as I start to move that, it looks kind of funky, but the entire roof is actually joined, whether it's actually able to join to the roof or not. So I can move this around, and once I finally move it around enough, and I get this entire roof face to be in line with the face of the larger roof, we can see that it joins nicely, just like we want. Just like if I were to take this roof and drag it off to the side, I'd start to lose some of that join and eventually get an error you could see there. But as I drag it off, I only join to this face, and that's something to be aware of too. You're joining to that face of the roof only. And so for this next example, I've got this slope roof, and it's extending below and above the larger roof. So let's see what happens when we join this. Pick that face, I'll pick this face, and once again we get a nice clean join, but where the face of the larger, longer roof did not line up with the face of this bigger roof, it did not join. And that's kind of nice because it's only trying to work on that face. And I can move that around and get a different kind of result again, just like you've seen before. And again, maybe you have some angle roofs. Maybe you have roofs coming off at weird angles or something like that. I basically just threw this and chunked this roof into another roof, and maybe you have a condition like that. So let's go back to the tool. I'll pick this face of this first roof, and I'll join it to this roof. And again, we get a nice result. That's, in a way, it's clean, and that's essentially what you want. It may not be the exact way you want the roof done, but it's a very good starting point at least. And something to note is even if I just edit the roof, I'm going to play with some of these slopes. I'll just turn the slopes off this so we can get a different result. Because I've played with it and I essentially broke the roof and messed with that face, it is going to force me to unjoin those elements, and that's fine. But now I can again come back in here and use the tool. I can pick this face and I can pick that face, and it's going to do exactly what I want it to. So just like joining works, this tool is actually called the Roof Join Unjoin tool. So let's go back to it, and let's say I want to unjoin some of these. I want to unjoin this smaller roof to this larger roof. I'll select that edge, and boom, one click, and it's exactly how I first left it. It's almost like I had done nothing, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want it to be just as I drew it originally. For one final example, this is kind of introducing another tool, but that's okay. But for this more basic roof right here, I'm going to actually go to level 2. Look at all those funky roofs. That's terrible. I'm going to draw some walls in here, just right over there. And we're going to look at the dormer tool along with the roof joins tool and how these two come together. So I'll go back to the roof tool, or go back to my 3D view to look at the roofs. And so I've got these walls coming up through this larger roof. So I'm going to take these 3 walls, and I'm going to attach them to this roof there. So we have this nice clean face, and I'm actually going to do the same with this one. I might as well. I'll attach that one to this roof. And so now, oh, that's kind of funny. Let's move this wall in so it actually works out. Select that wall down there. Move this in some. That looks a lot better. So now I've got this roof joined to this roof face back here, so I want to make a dormer now. I want to actually cut a hole in this larger roof to create the dormer. And of course, naturally, if I highlight these walls, you can see there's not a hole there. Just by placing the walls, I'm not getting a hole that's cut in there. So I'll go to the dormer tool, and it first says select a roof that you want to cut. So I want to cut this roof. And then next is saying pick roofs or wall edges that I want to cut. So basically we need to make that opening cut. So I'm going to choose that face of that wall, this face of that wall. I will choose, if I can select it, choose that face of that wall and that face of that wall. And just like any other tools, I'm going to put these together. I'm going to use the trim tool and trim these lines together. I'll hit OK, and there we go. That you can't see it there, but as I highlight these walls, you can see we've got a nice hole right there, exactly like we want. So we've created our dormer using the dormer tool with the help of the oh so useful join and unjoin roof tool. It's not something I've used all that much, but hey, it's going to join some roofs together for you. I mean, what more do you want it to do? It's going to join some roofs. So with that, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. They're always coming out. I'm going to put so much more into all of these Revit tools videos, as well as random videos coming out in the future. I hope you subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.